This was a tale of two worlds. The world of humans and the world of Digimon. As a result of the two worlds converging, Aegiomon met a human girl. By living among the humans, he learned of their kindness and formed a deep bond with them. But meanwhile, Chronomon was sowing the seeds of chaos that would guide the world to certain destruction. Aegiomon learned of his destiny to become the Great Guardian and rose up to face the challenge of protecting the world. However, during a battle, the girl disappeared into the ether. To rescue his companion, Aegiomon awakened the power over time that lay dormant within him. But in a tragic chain of events, he lost control over his power and set the world on a path to ruin, all according to Chronomon's machinations. Aegiomon fell into a deep despair from his failure to save his partner and from causing the destruction of the world. But fortune smiled upon the Great Guardian and offered him another chance. This time, Aegiomon used his mastery over time unselfishly and changed the tragic fate of Illiad's champions. Together, the 12 warriors awakened their true power as Illiad's protectors, found the girl, and vanquished Chronomon once and for all. However, even his demise at the hands of the Olympus 12 was part of Chronomon's grand design. I will take the place of the Keeper of Time. Despite knowing what that would entail, Aegiomon was resolute. He wished for the girl's happiness and sought to return everything she had ever lost to her, by offering the time they spent together as a cost. The gate connecting the two worlds had closed, once again separating them. Though his partner was now a world apart, Aegiomon would continue to watch over her, forever, as he promised.
It's enough to make a grown man cry. Those Akashic visions are so good. For people who haven't seen it, they posted a thing online on Twitter and other places, I'm sure, that showed, ooh, oh, that's her little brother, that's you! But they showed that those Akashic vision things are
Cool!
actual
That's
hand
an
puppets they
alpha
did.
model. Can I hold it for a minute? Is it really the real thing?
You? Please behave, would you? Oh, I am so sorry about...
But Inori!
Come on. Huh?
Yeah, sorry, chat. You don't get to hear the ending song. You'll have to go look it up on your own time. I bet you this would content ID match me. I ain't dealing with that. I'd rather mute it than try and be like, hey, let me upload this because it's transformative content. Oh, what an incredible game. Like, undisputed, unrivaled best Digimon game. It's no contest. It's so good. I was not looking at chat for most of that because I didn't want any bad actors to jump in at the end. Look at the little aphids going across the screen. That's so cute. I didn't want to risk any bad actors coming into stream and spoiling me, so I wasn't looking at chat for most of that. I have not seen the prelude short chat for people asking, because I wanted to finish the game first, and after they released it, a bunch of people in my chat said, yeah, it's probably good that you beat the game first, so I'll probably watch it after stream today, to be honest. Ugh, this music that they're playing is really good, by the way. I'm sorry that you can't hear it right now, but I don't want to get content ID matched. Oh, man. But fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Great game. Just wonderful. It's got, you know, it's got your issues here and there, as all games do. I love these little 8-bits going across the screen. Look at them all. Is this related to Digimon that I got at all, or is this, like, random? There's Marukimon. There's Volcanismon. I was using... Is that Seedramon, Cordramon, Blue, and Deltamon? Are these the Digimon that I was using when I was at these points at the story? Is that what these are? Or are they just Digimon that I had in general? Because I'm pretty sure I had Firemon around the Volcanismon point for sure. The Skull Seedramon? I think it's based on my team. That's very awesome. That's so sick that they give you your Digimon throughout all of the sequences you did in the game. Oh, that's great. I love that. That is fantastic. And again, it's even better with the credit music playing that you guys don't get to hear right now. Oh, man. Fantastic stuff. Sarismon and Bacchusmon, all these little 8-bits. You're going to see a lot of Skull Seedramon here. There's going to be a lot of Skull Seedramon here. Oh, man. Is my mic crackling? Oh, my goodness. I'm going to lose my frigging mind. What is... I'm going to have to buy a new mic. Great. That's exactly what I want to have to waste time and money on right now. Whatever. Anyways, wonderful game. Also, I love when credits show, like, sequences throughout all the game. It's so good. All this stuff with Jupitermon and all here. So good. Great, great game. Cracked a little and stopped. Yeah, that's how it is. It's not non-stop. It'll crackle a little bit, then stop, then it'll crackle more. I've just got to get a new mic, I guess, which is insanely frustrating because this mic is not very old and I spent a lot of money on it. And then the phone closes because it was playing all the holograms. That's so good. I think the song is over. Turn back on the music, see if we have any ending cutscenes. No, it's just generic music. Oh. What a game. What a game. Fantastic. Fantastic stuff. What to even talk about to start? Incredible story. Great storyline. The Olympus 12 were great characters. They were all very fun. Some more fun than others, but still, like, all of the Olympus 12 were great. Loved the characters. Loved the story. The pacing, I only have one complaint about the pacing, as we all know, but the pacing was, like, so much better than the Cyber Sleuths were, and the DS games. This is, like, the best paced story game we've ever gotten. Because, like, the older DS games were normally, like, Dawn and Dusk are too short, really. Like, the main story goes by too quickly, and, I think Digimon World DS is kind of in a similar boat. Digimon Story Lost Evolution, which is a Japanese-only one, actually goes too far the other way, and it really stretches on for too long at the end, and leads to a bunch of, like, random dungeon walking that isn't great. And then the Cyber Sleuths just have an awful time of, like, bloated dialogue. Hacker's Memory isn't as bad about it, but just, like, bloated dialogue and bloated sections that just go on unnecessarily, and they aren't, like the Occult Club stuff and some of the side quests in the Cyber Sleuths are just, like, not fun, and they're boring to annoying and just, like, are long text boxes mainly rather than any actual gameplay and whatnot. It's just not, and, like, the main thing is that they're not interesting as you go through them, which is just not great. But I never really felt that going through Time Stranger. Just Time Stranger was absolutely fantastic. My only complaint really about the about the pacing was that when you got to the Chronomon part, where Chronomon started blowing everything up and you had all the Olympians together, is that they then hit you with like 30 plus side quests all at once. And not only do they hit you with all those side quests, they very clearly expect you to do it, because according to chat, to get the Royal Knight like cutscene, to get more than just Omnimon, you have to do all the Royal Knight quests. To get Minervamon to digivolve into Mervamon, you have to do the Mervamon side quest, and so on and so forth. Just they hit you with such great building excitement going into, like, the Aegiomon reveal of him being the Shadows and that you're a part of him, and then you biomerge into, which I don't think they don't actually call it biomerge, but we all know what it is. It's biomerging. Or I guess since you're both Aegiomon, it's more like DNA digivolving. Biomerging is the fun thing to say, though. But you, like, biomerge and do that big fight against the machine and all, and then, like, Chronomon absorbs it, and it's like, it's the end, you have to fight the Demon Lords and get everyone together, and etc. But take a 30-hour break to do cutscenes, and I still have the exact same opinion I had before the final boss. There were some people in chat who were like, you're gonna change your mind when you see the ending. No, my mind hasn't changed. I think that the way that they should have done it is they could have added a good bit of side quests there. You could have gone and done the Hiroko side quests. You could have done the Minervamon side quest and whatnot, where she talks about being in love and Beelzemon and all that. But I do not think they should have done the Kunlun side quest with Susanomon in them, and they shouldn't have done the Royal Knights side quests until the post-game. I think that all of the Royal Knights should have showed up in that final cutscene, whether you did any side quests or not, and had the big moment. And then, when you do post-game, which I assume it's going to load us up right before the final fight, because that's what most games like this do, and that's what I expect, they should have had all of the Royal Knights side quests be after. You get to see all the Royal Knights show up and help you in that final moment against Chronomon, and then when you load up into postgame, you're like, hey, you know those Royal Knight dudes who helped you save the day and all? You get to go do all of those side quests now involving them and, like, learn more about them and see what they're like and all that, and then you get to fight them all at the end and whatnot. I think that's what they should have done. I think it would have done the pacing a lot better. You still would have had a good amount of side quests going straight from the start of Chronomon to the end of Chronomon, but not doing the Royal Knight side quests probably would have cut off, like, at least 10 hours. Maybe not that many, but, like, what is this music? Oh, this is like the intro music. That's great. But I think it would have been a lot better to take those loads, because that was like 20 plus side quests immediately with the Royal Knights. So, like, putting those to being in the post game, I think would have helped with the pacing a lot more, because I'm not expecting for there to be much for us to do in the post game. It's probably going to be really quick and over. I think we might finish it today. I hope we can. But I think it would have been a lot better to split those, to put all of those, like, 20 plus Royal Knights side quests into the post game. It would have been a lot smoother, I think. I think that would have been better for the pacing overall, and I think that's how they should have done it. And there's going to be someone in comments or something who's going to be like, but you have to do the Royal Knights to get them to show up in the thing. Listen, they're the developers. They can do whatever they want. The developers could have just made it where the Royal Knights show up no matter what, and then in the post-game, then you're like, oh, those Royal Knight dudes who helped me in the final fight, I can do their side quests now. That's what they should have done, in my opinion. I think that was, again, it's not like a huge issue, but I think it would have made the experience just a little bit better, pacing-wise. It's really the only complaint I have on that. Do we have a cutscene here? I think we might have a cutscene. Sarah's Mod! The customary yell of greeting.
No!
I will protect Illiad's peace, no matter what. This is neither duty nor destiny. This is my own will, my own vow. The future is something we must grasp with our own hands, and let the names of those who support me in my oath, the Olympus 12, be known far and wide. May their names reach worlds far beyond our own!
To a world far, far away. Oh, fantastic. Fantastic. Wonderful. Wonderful game. Amazing. But anyways, that's really my only complaint about the pacing of the game, and at the end of the day, it's like, it's a minor complaint at the end of the day. It's just something I wish they had done a little differently, but it doesn't really affect how much I loved the game. Like, still, the game was just fantastically done. Great stuff. The only other complaint I have is, the only other, like, real complaint I have that everyone else has, pretty much agreed with is that you cannot look at... my mic is crackling again. I'm so mad. I'm so mad. I'm gonna finish my review, and then I'm just gonna end stream and go scream into my pillow, I guess, and throw my mic out my window. But, but anyways, you should be able to look at the Digivolution routes from the farm. When you're in the farm, you should be able to open the Digivolution menu so that even if you can't Digivolve from it, I don't think that you need to be able to Digivolve the Digimon while it is in the farm. You just need to be able to look at what stats it needs to Digivolve to see what you want to train it in, and then to Digivolve it, you can take it out of the farm. Take it out of the farm, then Digivolve it, that's fine. But, you just need to be able to see what stats you need, I think. Let me see if there's anything else that shows up here real quick. Or does it just take me to logo screen? Ah, beautiful logo screen. And the music. And it's when all three of them promise to stay together. Oh, it's so nice. It brings a tear to your eye. Incredible. Incredible. But, yeah, the farm thing is the major one. The end-game side quest pacing could have been a little bit better. But, yeah. Oh, and it, like, changes the scene you're in. That's so good. So good. Great story, great characters. There weren't really any standout characters that I, like, hated, which is fantastic, because normally there's a character or two I can point to that I hate. I pretty much liked every character to varying degrees. I think the standout ones for me, the characters that I really like the most, I really loved Apollomon and Dianamon. That's probably some of my Dawn and Dusk, the Dawn and Dusk nostalgia in me is probably part of that, but I love Apollomon and Dianamon in this game. Probably after that, like, Marsmon, definitely one of my favorites. I love his brother stuff with Callusmon, the Bearmons growing up into them. I didn't really like the Bearmon that much. I didn't dislike them, but I didn't really love them in the first half of the game, but in the back half of the game, I loved them. I loved the Marsmon, Callusmon stuff. And then all the others were really good, too. But I think those were my favorites. Also, Junomon has become one of my favorite Digimon, and I love her hysteric mode and all the stuff she had going on as well. Plutomon, also great. The zombie Plutomon bit was really cool also. But, yeah, overall, just wonderful. All the stuff, all of the Olympians were great. All the stuff with Bacchusmon, Sarismon. When Sarismon, most of the stuff happened when Sarismon was Sirenmon. But it makes a whole lot of sense because, like, you know, Sarismon is a giant island with, like, a humanoid being on top of it that acts as the medium. So, like, doing all of the Sarismon character building with Sirenmon, like, I think that worked out way better narratively and for making things work well. So I think they did that great. Sarismon got all of her development basically while she was Sirenmon, because when she was Sirenmon, it was a lot easier to have her be at places, because as Sarismon, she is massive. But, and then Neptunemon and Venusmon, just, they did time travel really well in this game as well. Vulcanusmon with his anime figures. It was all great, man. It was all great. They did incredible with all of the Olympians. I really, honestly, I don't really think that it's a matter of they did better with some Olympians than others. I think it's just going to come down to personal preference. Like, some people are going to like Vulcanusmon more than like Bacchusmon, and some people are going to like Neptunemon and Venusmon more than they're going to like Apollomon and Dianamon, you know, stuff like that. But all of them, just, they did really, really well with them. They did great. But, yeah. Just overall, fantastic stuff. Really, really good. The amount of Digimon in the game are great. The animations for the Digimon, and finally having English voice acting for this game, all just like, what more could you ask for? What more could you ask for, really? But yeah, overall, as of right now, you know, maybe my opinion will change with time or on replays, but as of right now, I think this is by far the best Digimon game. And one of, like, the best monster collectors I've ever played. Like, really just a phenomenal game all around. Like, it goes above and beyond what I expect from a Digimon game alone. Like, just overall, like, a great game and a beyond incredible Digimon games. So, fantastic stuff. But, I think that's all I really have to say. I think that covers my couple of complaints and all the stuff I loved about it. The other thing that I'm a little iffy on is the whole talent thing. I wish that talent was a little less annoying to work around, because unlike all of the other story games where, like, aptitude and Abby, which are the things that determine your level cap in previous games, unlike those, which are really easy to handle, talent is just, like, a little more tedious, a little more annoying. And that can be annoying when it's what decides your level cap, especially because they made levels so much more relevant in this game. In the past story games, basically the only thing that matters, to my knowledge, is what your stats are. But in Time Stranger, it's not just your stats, it's also what level your Digimon is. So, I wish that that was, like, a little less annoying, for me at least, to deal with. But that's just, you know, a small personal gripe. Again, it's not anything major at the end of the day. But, yeah. I know we're going to be getting DLC before long. I have the Ultimate Edition, so I'll get the DLC when it comes out. And I think they said that they would add new Digimon and also, like, little side stories or something? I don't remember exactly. But, I think we'll mess around with that whenever it comes out. I want to get the Outer Dungeons done, and I want to fight the Royal Knights, and chat is saying that you can fight the Olympians as full-on boss fights too. I would like to do that, but unfortunately my mic is dying for some reason. I'm literally just gonna have to go spend a few $100s for a new mic after this, which is fantastic. That's exactly an expense that I wanted to have to deal with right before Christmas. That's really cool, so I appreciate that. But anyways, it is what it is. So, yeah, sorry about the mic issues. Sorry if it's messing with the experience at all. I know that I hate when audio stuff like that happens, but we'll see. We'll see. But, yeah, Time Stranger, fantastic, wonderful game. Like, 9 out of 10 for sure, at minimum. I don't really give games 10 out of 10s. So, 9 out of 10 or, like, 9.5 out of 10 is basically as high as you can get. I'd give it, like, a 9 out of 10. I'd give the game, like, a 9 out of 10, I think. But, yeah. Wonderful, fantastic stuff. Would highly recommend picking it up if you haven't already. But, that is all from me. So, we will be back to clean up in the post-game, the Outer Dungeons. I think I have a couple of Digicards to get. And then fighting all of those boss fights. We'll do that. And eventually, I will do the Mega Plus playthrough, I think probably sometime in December, because I have a lot of other games to play. We have Xillia Remastered coming up. We have, not just Xillia Remastered, we have, Legends ZA that has already come out that I wanted to play because I did like Legends Arceus as much as I could for a Pokemon game, at least. And then, Hyrule Warriors, the new Hyrule Warriors comes out like the 6th of November or something. So, we'll see what it does. And hopefully I'll have a new mic before Xillia comes out. We'll see how that goes. But, yeah, thanks so much for watching. I hope you're looking forward to the post-game content and the Mega Plus playthrough when I get to that later. But, we'll have the post-game boss fight soon, hopefully. But, yeah, Digimon Story Time Stranger, phenomenal, wonderful game. Thank you all so much for watching. Thanks for, liking, commenting, etc. and all that, all the support. Looking forward to future Digimon playthroughs on the channel, Time Stranger or otherwise. So, until then, farewell.